We'll see how this goes.
All right.
All right. We are live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth, and we have Leo with us as Alex is still out. She had jaw surgery, not going to make the Love Island game season, but we have Leo covering it with us live.
What's up, everybody? Leo from Love Island USA Season 5. Had a great opportunity to come out here, so I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
I could curse on here, right?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Type
Anything
shit.
goes.
I bet.
Where
are we starting off at?
I want to see if the chat shows up. I want to make sure the chat's going before we get into things.
Yeah. That'd be a lot.
Perfect. Okay. So first off, we start. What did you think of the people, like the cast that started? Because we knew everyone was going on. Did you agree with who they started with, or would you have started with anyone else?
Honestly, like we pretty much saw everyone who's gonna be on the show, and from who's gone on first, I thought it was a great way how they introduced it with the Americans coming in. So I believe it was Ray,
Yeah,
Shelly, Justine, and then Imani. After Ray was like, all right, I really want Imani. So I thought it was cool. He had already said that he wanted Imani. It was like a quick manifestation.
Yeah, he actually, Ray, when he came on a live with us a couple months ago to Alex and I, he was like, I thought Imani was so hot. Like, he has been interested in her since he saw her on the screen. So, like, that part is super genuine, which I love. Okay, I took a million notes of everything I was watching. I just text myself whenever I'm watching, like, what I'm thinking, so I remember.
I got like the whole roster on my computer right here. I was like, if I need to remember any of the names, because it's only been like 3 episodes so far.
What I thought of the intros too, I loved how like
oh my God.
Shelly was singing and like left the studio, like ripped her cape to go inside.
I thought Imani's was the coolest only because like we called her animated and it was like the most animated shit, but she filled it up perfectly.
She was like back like I never left.
Back like I never left. She's in the airport at TSA.
Yeah, no, it was so perfect. And then like Justine on the track because of all the appearances she had on the challenge where she just crushes it. It was
and I saw that she won the challenge, no?
I don't think she win the challenge. I don't think so. I think she
Unless someone brought it up and I'm wrong, but I remember one of the guys she was coupled up with had said that. But yeah, keep going.
Everyone's like, why are you wearing sunglasses inside? It's because it's so bright in this room. I can take them off with the butt.
I was about to match energy right now. I said, hold up.
Like, I'm on the way. I was like, I love her. Also, the Sweden girl in the sauna.
Oh my God.
Expecting her to be that hot. I was like,
I had to like cover my phone because I was watching it in public and I was like, oh my God. Like, I didn't think it was going to be like that. But yeah, like, she popped out.
But Lisa was an interesting, like, as she's progressed through the episodes, like, I feel like at first I was like, okay, I was right about what I thought about her. And then I feel like she's fizzling a little, like she's falling under pressure.
But who is the one that she was coupled up with first?
I wrote them all down. Hold on, I wrote them all down. So we have, it's like the first ever Love Island games. The challenges, are to win immunity for when they're going to be dumping is what they said when they were explaining the directions.
Yeah.
I love that Sally had said in her intro too, she was like, I'm going to be loyal this season and make sure I speak up for myself because I feel like I didn't do that before.
Mm-hmm. Because in season 2, like you could tell, like there was a lot of times where she'd be like almost shied off because she wanted to be like almost people pleasing in a good sense for what she was trying to do. But now it seems like she's unapologetically herself. Like she does not give a fuck.
Yeah, no, totally. I feel like she feels more like at peace too.
Yeah.
I love that she said, I'm not second place material. She was like,
yeah. So did Jess said that when Steph was talking to her on the beach, and it was mad funny because Steph was like, tell me you're my number one. And she goes, all right, you're my number one. She's like, but am I? He's like, you like my number 2, something like that. I was like, there's no way, bro. Oh my God, she was funny as hell.
Okay, and then what did you think of all the like UK people they brought in on the boat?
I thought that was a cool little different vibe to bring them all in, and it was cool how the announcer was saying it.
It kind of made a vibe from the start of like it reminded them like you guys are battling each other's, like let's already make a line in the sand that you guys are from different countries too.
Exactly, and you could see in the first like little duel thing where it's Johnny and who is he battling? Johnny and Ray. Yeah. So when Johnny and Ray are doing the little duels, like you see the other people in like on the bleachers, like wow, like they're already splitting each other apart from the inside, like Americans, Americans. I was like, that's messed up at that point.
I know they were like already the Americans are against each other, like blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, okay, I thought Jack was an interesting pick for the season. I don't really remember Jack from the UK season, but
yeah,
he gives me total like the DJ vibe. Like
yeah.
he really gives off this vibe that like I just feel like I have a sense of like what he's about, and it makes me like
Mhm.
almost not trust him. Like I have my guard.
So
I'm
yeah,
not.
if I was my fault, if I was going for like relationship, I definitely wouldn't trust Jack. But I think he's funny as hell. Like the way he
He's
just
so
talks to
funny.
girls, he's just mad laid back. Like, he's like, "Yeah, I'm Jack. Like, what's up with you? Yada yada yada." But you can tell he's
Yeah,
definitely trying to win the game.
yeah, he's definitely got like a swag to him. Oh, I love
Yeah.
that Liberty was like Americans are so poetic. Um,
Liberty is a character, yo.
he is so funny.
Mm.
Who else did they have from the UK that was on the boat with them? Oh, was it
Um,
Toby? Toby.
Toby, the other soccer player.
He was sweet and nice.
Yeah, Toby just seemed like he was like, you know, it's a good little vibe. I'll check
Yeah,
things
he's
out.
like
But
really
like,
weird.
yeah,
I liked Toby. I like that they all were like we're all super. A lot of people were kind of saying they were all super single, like that they haven't had a relationship since their Love Island relationship, and for some
yeah.
people, like 3 or 4 years, which is so crazy to me that they're like
That's what
all
Liberty said.
yeah.
Liberty was like, I need to come back to Love Island because I don't have that great game with people in the real world. So she was like, I haven't had a man since Love Island. I was like, how the hell? I was like, I don't know how long ago their seasons was, but I
Yeah.
know it's that much. Like, I don't know that was far behind since they last been with somebody.
No, I know. I was like, wow, that's so crazy. And then okay. Oh, they stayed safe in third. I love that like Justine and Sally were already in the villa. Like they were the perfect
Mhm.
team to start off with. And then they
Yeah,
sent Ray in. I love
yeah.
I don't know if you've got a chance to meet Ray at all, but he is so funny. He's so great. I can't wait
So
for him to come on.
when I came back from our season, I
Yeah.
found out Ray's like from New York. So I've been trying to meet up with Lay for like a little bit now, but I'll see like we'll send each other messages every now and then. But I knew from the jump when I saw him on it, it was gonna be funny as hell.
He is literally hilarious. He makes such a
Yeah.
good job this season. I would say
Mhm.
Ray has been my second favorite male to watch so far. My
Who's the
first favorite,
first?
Callum. Is it Callum? How do I pronounce his name?
Callum, I think. Callum
Callum?
is hilarious because he'll call the girls out. So remember where they're preparing for the first challenge where Johnny and the other girl comes in,
Yeah.
and before they do the little battle thing, he's trying to like prep them in the morning for the mental,
No,
and it's
it's
him.
quizzing.
Yeah, he was quizzing them, and he goes in the beach. He was like, "I'm asking these questions, and I didn't even know the answer to them." And I started dying. I'm like, "Bro, like he's just out here being like a menace."
No, he is so funny. Everything that comes out of his mouth, I'm like dying. He has me
Yeah,
done. He doesn't give a
he could
fuck.
breathe, and I'll start laughing.
He's like times tables and shit. Like, oh my god.
Oh my god. And it's funny as hell because I've never seen a season, but like it almost makes me want to go see what he was like at the
I
start
have
of
not
his shit.
I have not seen his season. I would go back and
Mhm.
watch his season just because he is
Just
so.
because he's on it. Yeah.
I'm like these producers are gonna hold on to him because he is so freaking funny.
Yeah.
And then we have the ad of the France and Sweden, which I thought was
Hmm.
super cool that we
Hmm.
see Steph come in from France and him
And
like
you could hear it in the accent, like how truly different everyone is. Like you could say you're from France, but like I'm almost certain that he's about to start breaking out and speaking in just French the entire time instead of English. But it's
I know,
cool to me to see how many different accents there's been in the villa.
yeah, because you he can see like how many of the girls like reacting to his accent. So I feel like
Yeah.
he definitely has that French touch to him.
Yeah.
Um, I did make a note. I'm scared that like the international Islanders are gonna eat up the American Islanders. Like that was my original thought. Is I was like, wow, they're coming in hot. Like I'm scared for the U.S. Now
Yeah.
after episode 3, I'm not. I'm like
Yeah.
I feel like the U.S. is like holding their own.
Because at first, like when they came off, like literally the boat, or when they drove in, they were like, the Americans are gonna have to keep up with us, yada yada yada. But after like the first few episodes, you're like, okay, like the Americans are like matching the energy, if not surpassing.
Yeah.
But it should be a good rest of the season.
What do you think of Jess, the Australian girl?
I think Jessie Australia girl, she's good vibes. She's mad goofy, but like for example, when they did the one challenge where they're like boxing each other with the whatever it's called, it was mad funny when she just starts going like this to the girl. I'm like, you don't even know her for real. I was like, oh my God, bro.
So the judges were doing that after too. I noticed that.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're doing it. Like they were
And
getting
when she lost, she's on the ground like this. I'm like, Shorty, get up. Like it's not that deep.
so dramatic. She is someone that
Literally.
I find so funny, but like I would never want to be on her bad side because I feel like she would make it living hell for you in the
A
villa.
menace. A menace. She would never let you like she'll never let anything go.
You
So I
know,
feel like if you're on her bad side in the villa, it's a wrap.
were you dying in the first episode when they did the challenge and all the girls were like losing their wigs in the dunk tank, like
Oh
trying
my God.
to
So I sent a DM to Imani because the way that Imani jumped through the wall, I could not stop laughing. Like it's the way that she fell through. It looked like she was about to slam on her head because I didn't know they had like the garbage truck thing right out the outside, and then they had to go through seaweed water to find what like the two hearts.
yeah, the two hearts.
Yeah, and then almost all the girls gave up. They're like, "Nah, I found one heart."
Like,
I
I want
think,
to do that.
yeah, I was like, "I'm not going in that water to go find that shit." They're losing their wigs, their lashes. I think one girl lost her helmet or some shit, and then they had to go swim in the ocean, grab something, get their kiss from their man, and then that was that.
I know. I thought, and then did you see the scene of Sally bouncing back off the wall?
Yeah, that's it.
I
Instant
was
reject. I was like, "Yo,"
on my laptop alone in my bed, and I was like cackling at the scream of Sally.
I
Just
was
it was like
laughing out loud by myself. I could not contain that shit.
it was so funny. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I was like saying too, I was like, I love that so far. Like the Americans can't find the hearts, but they made up for it with the strip teases, and Sally's laugh was
Yeah.
just funny. And
Kelly's
then
laugh is like iconic because I remember the only season I've ever truly watched of Love Island before my own was her season. So every time she'd be laughing, I was like getting like flashbacks from the time I would hear it before in the season prior. But I just think the way they cast these people was on the money, and
oh, I
especially
know.
when Johnny comes in, I was like, oh
Oh my
my
god,
God.
freaking out. Okay, so
Yeah.
wait, based on that challenge, they got to pick their couples.
Yeah.
So it was Lisa and Curtis, and I feel like you could tell she was really into him right off the bat.
Yes.
Curtis
You could
gave me
see in the eyes.
a wild card. Do you remember? Did you watch Curtis's season of UK?
I didn't.
So he's coupled up with this girl, and then they're like really like cracking out or whatever. They're getting along so well, and then all of a sudden he just like 180 switches to Mora, the like social.
Oh shit! I know who Mora is,
And then they
but I
dated
didn't.
for a
Yeah.
while. So him being on the season is so nuts to me. And then I also am like, it's gonna be hilarious when he eventually goes home and does the interview with her.
Okay, because she's gonna do it right after, anyways,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Oh
gonna,
my God! Wait, how long did they date for?
I feel like a while. I feel like someone in the chat will know. Someone tell us how long they dated for. But okay, so then
Jesus Christ!
Imani picked Ray, which I'm happy about because I'm really
Because
rooting for
Ray really wanted that shit from the get go, even before he got there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Justine picked Jack. I feel like I knew that one coming. Like I feel like I could kind of sense she was into him.
You
Even
thought she
though
was into him, or you thought she was trying to catch a W?
both. I think both, but I think she's so smart. Like
No,
Justine,
I could tell Justine has it upstairs.
yes, because she was
Justine, I think she wanted to be with him one of two reasons. One, he can clearly do the physical challenges, and two, he's not someone who's bad to look at from her own words being. So it's like that's like the best of both worlds. But I
right.
don't think she would just be with someone for one or the other. I feel like it would have to be both reasons.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
agree. But I'm
Yeah.
but that progresses in a different way, and I'll come back to that. But then we get okay, we get Sally and Toby, which is so cute. I've been loving this.
They have a good they have good banter. All their
Yeah,
chats are
they're so
fun to
cute.
watch.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like they're so sweet and kind, and they're like la da 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 da. Like they have
In their own world.
Liberty and Column. I can't with them. I don't even know how they like converse back and forth.
Yeah, like there's times where I'm like, oh my God, but it's always funny to watch, like at the end of the day.
I was dying in Column's like intro video, and he was like, "The physical stuff, I'm gonna be great." He's like,
And he's like, the smarts, I need my girl to have it. But I was like, my God, I don't know.
and then the last couple was Jessica and Steph. Jess and Steph, which I knew right away was gonna like go their own ways. Like I feel like from the bat, like I could tell they just wanted.
It was by default.
Yeah, it was by default, and they just wanted to match. Okay, and then we go. They're playing games. Oh, the blindfolding is so funny how they did that challenge, how they blindfolded them. Because okay, so for me, it's been what like 4 or 5 years, like probably 4
Since your
years
season.
seen Zach anywhere. Like, I would have no clue. Like if I was blindfolded were being kissed, like I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you'd be like, also
That's why it's I
think about
actually
how many people you could have kissed in 5 years.
I know it, well, that's why it's like funny, and I kind of believe her when she's like, she wasn't sure. She's like, I feel like
Yeah.
I sense it, but I'm not. I wouldn't know. Like I'm like, I feel like I wouldn't know either.
I also think it's because Maya was like, she paused. She was like,
Yeah,
did anyone recognize that kiss? And then it zooms in on Sally. She was like, and then it
yeah,
goes to her beach house. She's like, I actually don't know, but like, I could be tripping.
yeah.
But I thought the way that he went about it was iconic. Like, he kind of baited because he went with Imani first. I thought he'd go with Sally first and then finish with Imani and then fight for Sally in the challenge. But then again, they didn't talk for like 3 years until
Yeah,
that point.
I knew he was doing it just to like be for TV. Like I knew there's no shot the two of them like connect on a
Yeah.
romantic level again.
Because I thought their shit was long gone and dead. And then it was funny because he was like, I did it to break the ice. And I was screaming because I probably would have said the same dumb shit too. And I was like, yo. And Sally's just like looking at Justina like, to break the ice? Like with a kiss? Not a conversation? I'm like, I mean, that's the only thing he could have done in that moment. So is what it is.
I know. I was like, oh, that would trip me out.
OD.
Dueling to the death is sort of down. It's so fun. Okay, I feel like he's picking Imani. Yeah, I was like, okay, Johnny is definitely gonna pick Imani, which he did. The dueling game is so funny. Not Ray being like, he was like, what did he say? He had such a funny.
He said something because he was like, it was about the Americans. Like, bro, you're gonna go pick the Americans, and like, he was like, that's a bitch move. And I
He
was
said,
like, oh.
yeah, he said it's a bitch move. I was like, oh
I was
shit.
like, damn. And I thought Ray and John were cool because I already followed them before
They
they
are
did that
cool.
stuff.
They are cool with
Yeah.
each other. I think that's why Ray was a little bit pissed because he was like, dude, why would you try to take me out right now when you could try to take anyone else
And he
out?
knew him before, like, he went to go kiss Imani, and I was like,
And Johnny
damn.
is a huge dude. Like, I don't know if you've ever met Johnny in person.
I
Like,
haven't seen him in person yet, no.
guy, and if it's just two people like pushing people off a thing, basically, it's almost
Yeah.
like this is not fair.
But
Like,
it was funny though because Ray had the upper hand at first. Ray was up 2-0, and then Johnny comes back and then fully
yeah,
sweeps him at the end. And I thought Johnny was about to get like obliterated. And I was like, was he baiting him at the start just to like come back? And I was like, okay.
I want to let's hang on to that and ask if we eventually get to talk to them because that would be an interesting question to ask.
What if he baited it?
If he was waiting a little just for the dramatics, like just to kind
Yeah,
of
because I'm like, dog.
because otherwise he's way too much of the villain.
Yeah. I
Otherwise,
mean,
not just smoking him. He is by default going to be a villain of the series just because.
because of the past. Damn.
Yeah, just because of season 2. Like I feel
That's
like
valid. That's valid. But it was
like
mad funny because it was just so unexpected. Like I thought they were gonna dap up, be like, bro, I know you want money. I wanted to. It's all good, whatever, right? But he was like, nah,
no,
fuck you. I was like,
no,
damn.
but after Ray went up to Johnny and was like, I actually like her, so don't continue to go for her.
Yeah,
Like
and then Imani and Ray have a chat and then end up kissing after that. And
yeah,
I thought they cut the motion, but okay.
no, I didn't think so.
I
I was
mean,
like,
it was
okay,
confusing with Armani because she was telling Johnny before the challenge started. She goes, "It's gonna take more than just a little kiss to like, change the tide, whatever, whatever."
yeah.
Then right after the challenge, she was like, that was impressive. I was like, Armani, what the fuck? Like, I was like, stand on business and stay on what you said, and then go about the shit you need to go about. But
That's
shit, I
fair.
don't
I
even know.
know they're gonna add so many people to this season too.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
Scott
like,
hasn't even come in yet.
oh, there's so many good people that haven't come in
Yeah,
yet, coming down the pipeline that it's
yeah.
crazy. Okay, so before we get into, I want to take a moment to hear from one of our ad sponsors. But when we
Uh-huh.
get back from the ad sponsors, no one leave. We're going to talk about Sully confronting Johnny.
Oh, that'll be a moment to talk about.
Yes. So this episode is brought to you guys by Miracle Made. So winter is here, and for me, that means struggling to find the right temperature when I sleep. I recently found a way to stay at the perfect temperature all night long using silver-infused bed sheets made by Miracle Made that were inspired by NASA. So they have self-cooling properties for better sleep quality using these silver-infused fabrics. Miracle Made sheets are thermo-regulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, so you get a better sleep every night. They're self-cleaning and they have high comfort and quality, so they're luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of a luxurious brand. They also make a perfect holiday gift. So Miracle Made sheets are the perfect gift for your spouse, friends, or family. And you're going to get 2 gifts in one just in time for the holidays because they come with 3 free towels when you buy it. So go to trymiracle.com/ATI and try today or gift it to someone this holiday season. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Save over 40%. And if you use our promo code ATI at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Again, that's trymiracle.com/ATI. All right. We are back. I was shook that she pulled him to talk. I thought not
I was actually screaming at this point.
I knew it was coming, but I was so proud of her because I felt like she really did stick up for herself. Like she held her ground. She did not back down easy and be like, no, like it's fine, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, she was like, oh, I was forgiven. It's been 3 years. It's whatever. I could understand that. But the part that had me confused was this. So remember, she started talking about, oh, we went on that trip to Hawaii that she paid for, right? And like, mind you, I don't even know if that's true or not. Yeah, I was like, okay. So she paid for that trip. And then she's like, and you couldn't even buy the nachos. But for me, the way I saw it was like from his perspective. So I don't know why she paid for the full trip.
Huh? Did you see his story?
His story?
He posted on his Instagram story his credit card receipt of the Cheesecake Factory of like paying for it.
So it was some bullshit?
I don't know. There's gotta be.
But here's the thing, regardless.
It must have been something else. Like the
I was like, it must have been the tip or some shit, because dog, be for real.
It's like a big fight that got labeled as like the infamous like Cheesecake Factory fight. Like
if you go on Twitter, it's fucking everywhere. Like but it was mad weird because I don't think it was about paying for the fucking nachos. I thought it was about just like maybe they got in like an argument at the Cheesecake Factory and he was like, maybe I don't want to keep doing this, whatever. I'm just gonna like stand up and dip out. And I'm like, anyone could pay for fucking $5 nachos at the Cheesecake Factory. So I'm like, it shouldn't be the end of the world. But when she said it in 4K quality, I was like, bro, they're gonna have like people are gonna think my guy is broke. And I was
that is so bad. It's hilarious.
I don't know.
Blast.
Yeah, and I was like, yo.
No, and I like that Justine really has had her back. Like she is so like, he hurt my friend. Like even if she's cool with him, like maybe I'm not. It kind of reminds me of like the recent I don't watch the Kardashians, but I've seen like the memes of Khloe Kardashian saying like Tristan Thompson's like back in their lives because the kids, and she's like, I'm gonna be civil with him, but that doesn't mean like anyone else in my family needs to be. And I feel like it's given.
And Kim isn't holding back on that shit. She said, fuck that. Yeah.
All I know
is I get that, and it's like a girls thing. So it's like no matter what, Justine's gonna rock with Silly because that's her homegirl, you know.
Yeah, 100.
So through thick or thin, like I could see why she's riding for Silly.
I'm just like wondering too, like and then afterwards they were very much like beef is squash. I'm like, how do you get that? And then be like, but we're good.
This is the shit that I never understand about Love Island. How do you just go from all this like no. If you're gonna say all this, stand on your business and then don't come back and be like, you know what? Everything's all good now.
Yeah, they were like, okay, we yelled it out, like we're good.
I was like, why you couldn't just like talk it out and still be chilling? But it's not my party to mess with.
Yeah, I mean, like, so they are good, is what they said. So going into the next episode, it's gonna be really interesting to see kind of how that translates as they're like. Sally's going to continue, I think, to get closer to Toby, and then we'll see Johnny eventually start to develop romantic relationships. And I wonder if that will have any effect on Sally, because it doesn't really seem Johnny's affected by Toby, but I feel like Toby's such a nice guy that
why do you think Johnny's not affected by Toby? Mind you, I don't actually know this answer. I'm just
genuinely curious. I just feel like personally, Toby is giving off a little bit of like simp energy to Sally, especially with like Jack needing to give him all the pep talks of like pull her for this or go do that, and like him really rooting him on makes me feel like he is more beta, and then threat to Johnny. And Johnny is super alpha. Like you can just tell.
When he walks in the door, you feel the energy. It's a presence, right? Yeah, so it's like he's gonna be aware there's other people in the room, but he's like, man. When the time comes, I'm gonna shine. It'll be my turn to thug out, ball it out, whatever I gotta do. But he doesn't give like he has to sabotage other people's relationship. Like it'll be the girl wanting to go to him, not the other way around. From like what I could see so far. Yeah. So I don't think he's worried about Toby because I also think like, damn, maybe Sally and Toby have a good bond, and John's like, all right, cool. It's been 3 years. Like if that's where they're best at, it's whatever.
Probably is thinking that. I would say he definitely is like happy for her, even if it was someone he would be a little rattled by. Yeah. But I think he would get more rattled if it was someone more alpha. So I'm thinking then at some point if that will happen.
Yeah. So here's what I was thinking too. So when he walks into the villa, like the second time after the blindfolding thing,
Yeah,
I thought Sally was gonna be like me mug the hell out of him. She was just cheesing. And I was like, if they really had some massive beef, shit, I'm not cheesing at my ex if we have some beef. Like I'm why are they here? Like, I'd be tweaking out about it. But they were like having still like a little flirty chat type of moment. Because she was like, you should have put me for a chat. I was like, well, that's just gonna have to come later because I didn't have the chance. And I was like, okay. And then it just doesn't seem like the bridge is fully cut off between Johnny and Sally, but I have no
oh,
idea yet.
toast. I think,
Yeah, not even close.
but I think the romantic bridge is toast, in my opinion.
You
Okay,
think so?
yeah. What did you think of like Colum and Jess? Wait, who is he? Who was Colum? Was coupled up with Jess, and then he kind of like. Oh no! Sorry, it was Colum
No,
and.
it was Cullum and the pretty sure
Oh,
it was the Australian chick.
right now, no, Liberty,
Liberty,
and
Liberty, Liberty.
kind of like they were kissing the night before, and then the next
Uh-huh.
day he was like, "Yeah, we're friends. I'm gonna go talk to so and so," and she just was like, "Wait, what?" And
She's like,
I
so that makeout didn't mean anything?
I felt like she was butthurt about it. She is butthurt about it. She was
Uh-huh.
really
So here's
sad.
what
And
I'm also noticing with the girls, not really so much with the guys.
hmm,
The girls and the guys are saying the same things in the beach hut. It's for the games, we're here for the money, yada yada, whatever, whatever. Ray is the only one so far I've seen like, I'm trying to settle down with that money and actually build like a true connection.
hmm.
Everyone else knows this shit is a game. But then when the guys do something that the girls don't like or they don't hear something they want to hear, they're like, man, what the hell is that? I'm like, you just said in your beat set you're here for a game. So why are their words truly affecting you if you're not feeling that person all the way?
No, I agree. I think it's because women, our emotions get the best of us much easier than maybe like some men. But
Uh,
so
and
I
I
think
understand that. Like I'm not saying it's all women or just all
no,
all the
I know
girls.
it's always
I
both.
just something that I'm picking up on is like I'm like, are they gonna build true romantic connections or is it really a game? Because mind you, this is the first season ever that we're doing this of a Love Island Games. So there's nothing we can compare it to. So I'm like, what even is like the premise of the show? Like, are you there for the money or are you actually trying to find love? Like I'm actually confused.
I think it's both. I think it's mostly money and games is how I'm
Uh,
raising like the vibe I'm picking up, and then like the love, if it comes, like great, but that will just be like a bonus.
yeah, so that's the incentive, like the plus.
I think that that's where some of the girls are getting a little lost because I feel like some of the girls, the non-USA girls, are getting like a little butthurt. Like I also feel like
Yeah.
Lisa is also butthurt
Yes.
because um whoever she was with, oh Curtis, I feel like she really liked Curtis, and Curtis is into Justine, and then
Yeah.
just pulled them for a chat, and I can see they totally have a little vibe going that I'm like, okay, Lisa was someone I thought in my head she is so alpha. She crushed the first challenge. She's like,
Murdered the first challenge. She looked like a like she looked like a triathlete. I was like,
I'm
oh
like,
my
snap.
god.
This guy's like falling for her, and I'm like, okay, wow. All of a sudden now she's looking like she's falling on the bottom. Like I could see her
Yeah.
going home soon,
And it
which is
was so weird to me because all the recouplings, all this stuff is based on what you do in these physical challenges. So it's almost weird to me. So look, I can only see it as a game because if you mean to tell me I'm supposed to fall in love with a girl just because she lost a challenge and I lost a challenge, we're bonding together and we're together by default,
mm-hmm.
does that even make sense? Like, imagine you go to the gym. Oh man, I couldn't put up this amount of weight, so I guess I'm in the bottom, and all these people have to be like my person now. It's my only like select group. So for me,
Yeah.
seeing it like this, I'm like, that is like such a weird way to couple up.
No, it's so strange, but it could still happen. I don't know. I
It
feel like
could happen.
like I'm telling you, when you're in Fiji, you're in your field. It's
Trust
oh,
me.
you were in
I
Fiji.
know.
Okay,
It's
then
mad weird because that's the same villa we were in. So I'm
that's
watching it back, and I'm like,
weird.
damn.
Like they still had soul ties there. Did you
They
see
still have
that?
soul ties. Everything is pretty much the same. They just changed the cushions and some of the neon signs.
I was. What else did you notice that they changed? I'm curious because I forgot.
I noticed
It looks
so
the same, like the
right by
pillows.
the pool, there was a bench. Um, fuck. That bench was like where me and Johnny talked right after movie night. I don't know if you remember that. And she was like, I'm done. I can't do it. All this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I know, whatever. Shitty person. Doesn't fucking matter at this point. That shit is fully gone. Like they fully removed that part. Um, and everything else, I think they just changed the cushions. That's
Yeah.
literally it. The cushions and the blankets and the neon signs. That's it. But Soul Ties is still up there.
Um,
But it's mad weird because I see them talking these places and I'm like getting like the flashbacks and like the combos we would have there. But it's really cool to see because I get to see like the fans' perspective of how we are living in the villa when it's not me in there.
Yeah, it's so crazy watching it. It's always
Yeah.
so weird watching like the next season after you're on and being like, whoa, this is
You're like, wait a minute. Yeah.
going through like what we went through. Also,
Uh,
I don't know if you can see it, but in the chat, Bergie's in the chat. He said
what up, Bergie?
he said he's been loving games so far, and that him and Taylor FaceTime every night. And I'm guessing that they like probably talk about it and stuff too, which is so cute.
Oh, someone from my school is here. Someone said Caldwell. I love the emojis. Um, Yo, I actually didn't even see. I didn't even know you could see the comment section. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, there's like a live because it's like a live chat that we'll pin and go, and it's so fun. So you can, like ask
Oh,
questions or like go over anything.
I
So
was like, "Hey, yo."
so there is going to be a dumping tonight, and the first Islander will be sent home.
Uh-huh.
Leo and I will be talking to them tomorrow. You guys,
Yeah, you already told me. Oh
I
God.
just shook at who it is. I thought it was going to be someone, and I was very wrong. So
I truly didn't think it would be this person.
I know me either.
Like when you
So
told me, I was like, the potential was there.
I know I was like, wait, what? I know
I
the
said,
potential
this
was
can't be right.
the potential was so there, but it fell flat. And then I wonder what Islanders will be coming in because I think they'll send some new ones in tonight too. Because we still
Are
have
they only
Zeta.
selling in two at a time?
I don't know what they'll do, but I know they still have like Zeta, Deb,
Scott.
Scott.
Yeah.
We have
A whole ton of people.
we have so many people. There's Carrington.
Oh yeah, bro.
Gonna stir
So
it up.
when I watched season two, the two Islanders that stuck out to me the most that I would like want to be friends with in the real world was
Yeah.
Carrington and Johnny. I was like, yo, they just seem like a good vibe. Like before,
Yeah.
I'm talking like before any of their drama went down, whatever. I'm saying like just seeing how they vibe with each other in the villa. I was like, yo, like they would vibe with the guys I was with in the villa, and we'd all just kick it. Like we'd all just have fun kicking the ball or being by the pool. But yeah, definitely a lot of more Islanders come in. I'm
There's
looking at the
12.
list of all of them right now.
Yeah, there's 12 left, which is so nuts. I feel like they need to send Kira in soon.
Yeah.
Or do you think they'll wait till like halfway to send her in because she's like the perfect pot stir?
I mean, I think they'll send her in when things are going neutral.
Yeah.
You don't want to send in a pot stir when the block's already hot.
Yeah, the pot is definitely hot right now because there's a lot of feelings getting a little bit hurt.
Quick. This is what I never understood about this show. How feelings to get hurt so fast. Like I don't know about your season at the very beginning, but like when people are like testing out connections at the I'm talking day 2, not week 2, like a month in, none of that. I'm talking day 2, and people are tight because you're trying to get to know someone else. I'm like, bro, it's been 2 days.
But no one has that mindset, I think, because everyone's been through this already, so not too tight, which is nice.
But that's where you're right. It's different because they know like we've already done this shit. Like lock in or go home.
I know everything's like way more unstable. Also, I love this is backtracking a little bit, but I noticed that when Johnny and Sully were having their talk, they were playing the song "Vampire" by Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh my god!
Finally,
the producers know what they're doing with the song.
No, and I'm happy that Peacock is finally getting like really good music. Like I used to shit on Paramount Plus for having terrible music. I was like, what are all these weird covers?
He said next.
Budget best songs, top 100 list, and I feel like it makes it so much more intense when there's good music.
I was trying to hear some Drake. Like when I watched back like our season, I was like, yo, if they put in some Drake in this moment, it would hit crazy. But the music has definitely improved.
I saw on TikTok that sound that's going viral that sounds like your voice, that it's like
what's up, Riri?
Yeah. Like
People keep telling me like, bro, this sounds like you. I'm like, I really don't think so.
That's so crazy. I think it literally sounds like you. I was like, wow.
Everybody sent it to me, like even my friends are like, bro, did you make this sound? I was like, no, this wasn't me at all.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm looking up to see if there's a first look, but it doesn't look like they have it. They used to do like Alex and I would watch like a first look of the episode. But let's see. No, there isn't one. Dang it. But sometimes they do like first looks going into the episode and you can see like a sneak peek for what's tonight. But I think
someone just said
thing.
Oh, my fault. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm still getting used to like the delay in like the response of it. But someone just said, are we sure it's Liberty and Jess? Because there are pics of them future challenges from the trailer, and Jess is announcing the dumping.
We don't know. Leo and I don't know.
I mean, shit, you and I definitely don't know.
No, we don't know.
We know who's going on. I think. We don't know who's coming in.
There's sneak peeks on the Instagram story. They do exclusive little clips on stories. Cute. All right. We are going to watch the episode tonight, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to do another little live recap tomorrow, and then we'll also be interviewing the dumped Islander. So once they're dumped, I'll put a little questions box up on the stories. And
I'm being an idiot. I'm sorry.
For this Islander. I know, it's so funny.
I'm like, who is it? Even though we fucking know. But yeah, it'll be a good surprise.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh my god.
So fun. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Follow Leo. Add him on social media. Do you have a YouTube channel? We should get you on.
No, I don't. Not yet, but I should definitely build one up.
Yeah, we should build one now. We'll link it at the end of the video so people can subscribe in and check out these. But give this video a like. Leave a comment down below of who you think is going home tonight. And leave a comment down below and let us know any conspiracy theories you got for the season and who you want to see come in again. I love hearing what people have to say, like their afterthoughts.
No, that's actually mad cool. Like when they're tuned in like that. Yeah. Like, well, here's what I think because of this. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see you guys back tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. I'm ending this.